Hi, welcome back. How are you? Right, so here we have, if I just double click on it, our surfaces, right? This is the surfaces that make up the inside of our blockhouse and the outside of our blockhouse and so on. Now what we need to do is apply some textures, just some base textures to this. Now I'm just going to wipe out this pillar. We'll probably use that exact pillar again, but for the moment I don't want to use it because I need to draw out what makes up the inside of all these things and how our textures go onto it and so on. So the first things first, I just pressed M. Dear me. Go to Browser Windows, Content Browser, and I'm going to find just a nice material that works for us. Okay, now you'll notice they're made up of multiple instructions like the blob mat here. Turn off static meshes. Go on then. We also have material instances like that, and material instances you can't actually see here, but there we go, material instances here as well. So let's go down here to actual materials, and we've got plenty here really to choose from, but making your own materials isn't really very difficult. We just want to find something fairly simple though, because we're going to use it a lot, and then we're going to kind of draw over the top of it as well. So let's see. And what I'm going to do, by the way, is I'm going to drag this off screen once I've found the one that I'm going to use, and just drag them on from my other screen, so you won't see where I'm dragging them from. I'm going to show you it's just over here. Yeah. So like I say, just have a look around and see if you can find something you like the look of. There's normally a fair few decent concretes and things. Try and avoid anything that's a bit too complicated looking, like HU walls, SM flat wall here. That's a good one, though we will have to line it up if we use it, which can be a bit of a nuisance. And the same here with bunker wall. You may notice that from some of the walls we've used outside. There's dark tile, a nice organic, floors BSP master. There's plenty to choose from anyway. That's kind of what I'm getting at. I think I'm going to choose... Oh, it's like it's like shopping, isn't it? Look at these tiles. They're nice. I like those tiles. Although they're going to make the inside of the room look very busy and messy. Whereas if we make it this kind of thing here, I think it'll just be messy and that'll be fine. So I'm going to use that one, just this wall here. But you can use any texture, just a simple flat texture you've developed or whatever. So whenever I'm dragging it across, I'm just going to be dragging this texture. Okay, so first things first, I want to select all these walls here for this part, including that one. Okay. Now I'm going to apply this wall to all of these. So if I just bring them in and just drag them onto this, and you can see that it's kind of patchy and not really working that well. Got quite a few seams going on, things like that. That's why we're using this. So if I just select here, and then all I have to do is just do a default planar like that, and now it lines up. See? With our patchiness and our cracks and our things like that. And then we can do it again over here. So again, just dragging them out. And obviously we've got some quite big spaces we're dragging them out to. So I want to get it to go all the way down the edge. You'll notice we're not doing the inside of the windows yet. We'll do them soon. So again, just apply, and as you can see they're not even stretched. It's lovely because it's just obviously using the tiled texture. Now over here we can do these ones, and it doesn't take any time at all, which is nice. And remember, we're going to hide most of the inside of the walls by using lighting and static meshes and dead players, things like that, all the things that you really want to include. And remember, all I'm doing is just dragging this from my material browser off screen, like that. And I'm going to drag it all down here and here. And again, just holding down Control. And I can even start to make it kind of match up with these ones over here if I want, because what I can do is I can pan it or just move it. So if you find a part here, see there's a crack just there that we quite like, we can get these to kind of meet up a little bit more. There we go. So we can get these patches here to kind of spread out and meet up if we want to. It's not too difficult to get these things to obviously tile in. There we go. Now let's go down here, and again we could even do the entire inside of this and just do a box map on it. And I'll demonstrate how that works just by doing two walls simultaneously. So grab these like that and apply, and you'll see now that we get a seamless texture applied on the corners as well, going all the way around. Yeah? Yeah, good. Alright then, we're going to do some different parts here for these bottom parts. So let's go and do the concrete now on the inside of the windowsills. And for that I'm just doing the 3 sills here, here, and here. Seems like I've accidentally already applied that one there anyway, so that's fine. You'll notice I'm not applying it at the top because we just have the one BSP at the top anyway, look. See? And for the top I was thinking of using something a little bit nicer looking, just to detract from the fact that it's quite a scruffy looking little blockhouse, this one. Although, like I say, we're going to be doing our best to hide the scruffiness by putting things on top of it. Or you can put things on top of it. Or you can just change the texture you're using. It's entirely up to you. Remember what I said? When it comes to doing the mapping, we can just do that and that. See? Piece o' cakes. Well, cake. Again, doorway. And of course it's in 2 parts because we've got 2 separate level BSPs here. So if I go like this, see, and again over here. So I could literally just select everything and have it box map it that way if I wanted to. There we are. And some windows over here as well. We're nearly done. It's all part of my I'm determined not to hit the pause button even though it's only a couple of inches away from my hand policy that you hate. Suppose I could edit together a 30-minute version of this, but I wouldn't enjoy it as much. Which is probably why all the other tutorial sites make way more money than 3D Palace does. Okay, there we go. So, that's one texture applied. Now, let's do some different ones for the roof and stuff. So again, you may remember I was just looking at some tiles before. Stop that, you. So, I'm just going to apply these tiles down here. Then click Box. And again here, apply them again. Go around and apply them on all sides. I'm using this one. And I know it looks a bit weird, but you've got to remember it's unlit. Everything looks weird when it's unlit. I know that's not the world's greatest excuse, but really it does. I mean, this is completely flat lighting. And flat lighting looks like ass. Not like good ass either. Sorry, I'm getting distracted there. Right. I knew I wouldn't have applied the BSP here. I mean the texture there. There we go. I was just thinking, I wondered if I had, and I hadn't. Then here. Okay, so now we have this kind of matching up and looking okay. I'm not so bothered about sorting out the floor at the minute, so let's sort out this roof part. So we take the roof part here, and third texture just for the roof. There we go. And now if we go to the outside of our little block house here, we can go to the concrete that we had before. Whilst I'm sniffing and rubbing my nose because it's a bit sore. As you can see, it's not going to take us too long to cover this entire piece. You don't necessarily have to click and drag out of this, you can apply the material, but I like doing it so that I can see exactly where I'm applying it to during this process. I can also see all the parts that I accidentally missed applying it to. And then what I'm going to do is I'm obviously going to select all the external walls of this blockhouse and remap them. And like I say, we can make it look a lot better once we've stuck things on it. I mean, we have a lot of opportunity to be using. Oh dear, look at that. There, ha ha ha. No one will ever know our secret. I have a lot of opportunity to be using meshes to keep our model tidy and make it look better, which I am going to do, obviously. See, I can be kind sometimes. I paused just so that I could go off and finish doing this bit, and then I can just box apply the entire lot. There we go. So here's our unadorned, plain, drab, chic shed, which obviously stands out like a sore thumb simply because it's unadorned with anything at the moment. Now, what I'm going to do is stick a couple of lights inside it, and the only reason I'm doing that is just so that, oh look, I didn't texture that bit, is so that when I'm, get on there you bugger, when I'm actually testing it out, I want to be able to, not testing it, you know, when I'm putting down props and things like that, I want to be able to see what they're doing and how. Let me just quickly check something. Good. These are working fine. And there's a nice high fire range here so we can shoot up there. Good. Okay, so what I want to do now is just find a place here, add actor, add light point, bring that down, and if we go into lit mode now, drag a second one across, like that, and now the inside of our building's lit, which is going to be helpful because we can prop it out. Okay, cool. So, in the next part, I'll be showing you how to make this look somewhat tidier and a bit nicer in here, because at the minute it's a little bit primitive. By a little bit I mean very primitive. So, see you later. Bye bye for now.